how you're doing, everyone. I hope it's all going well. Just jumping on some MFL today to show you what I've been up to, what my plans are, because I was listening recently to quite a few different people with different strategies, different opinions on things. I was listening to the NEP and the Wender podcast that NEP was on, and they were talking about content creators and how there is and people want videos and stuff. So I thought I'd just essentially just jump on and share what I'm doing, keeping it separate to all my solo stuff because, again, people want to watch either or and probably don't want to get it mixed up. So all of my MFL stuff's going to stay over here, and if you like it, cool. Pretty much. So what I am doing at the minute, I'm going to run you through. Like I said, I've only just got back from travelling, so we've been away for 5 months. So I sold up everything that I had on MFL. So yes, so I sold everything that I originally had, which is a little bit upsetting because I didn't have the time to play. I can still see my old clubs and stuff. I might try and purchase them back at some point, but right now that's not what I'm looking for. I bought a club from the promo, not the promo, where you can buy yourself the $80 club pack, because I wanted my own one, just that was mine to have as my main thing. I'm doing in the, as you can see, we're not doing very well. I haven't got many good players. If we look at the squad that we have, I've filled it out with 0% contracts because the only goal for me was, and I'll get into the reason why, I've got a few players in here, was to get development on my players. So we'll go through some of the players. I'll take you through all of that in a minute. But this is the first club that I currently have, and the goal that I'm looking to do with this, maybe it could kind of be like a series, but my account in general is, I have two things. I want to be profitable and I want to use first owner players only. I don't have many right now, but we'll get into all of that. So I bought the club, cool, got it straight away playing. I probably am not going to win any MFL, but that shouldn't be an issue. I've got 163. I just want to go for the common packs, fill out my agency, get as many clubs as I can going, and I'll talk you through behind all the maths that I'm going through, etc. All of that. So yeah, so like I said, then after I bought that club, as you can probably see in here somewhere, where was it? Back here. Yeah, you can see some of the old players that I used to have, the first owner ones, which is really, really upsetting because I would love to have them. But first owner only and trying to turn a profit if I can. So we've got, these are my current players. Now, two of them, I must admit, are not first owner. This guy here, he's 32. I mean, I bought him for $2. He's not going to sell, so I'm not that fussed. I'm probably not going to use him. And this guy as well. I bought for $1. They've had decent progression, but I'm not like, I could just not use them. But again, a lot of my players are having to be loaned 0% anyway, so I may as well just use them for the rest of their contract. The two players that I packed, I'm going to try and do all my packs on screen going forward, was this guy here was from one of the common packs, so it had some rewards over from the end of the season that I didn't spend. He's 20 and 54 rated, so he's going to obviously at least be a limited, which is nice. The other guy that's interesting is this guy, 20 again. And that's kind of how the account just started. And then I spent some time, I listened to some other podcasts, and they were talking about the fact that the club is the asset rather than the players. And so I looked on the marketplace, and again, there might be, I don't know if there's any interesting clubs at the minute, but I'm either looking for places that I have a connection to. None of these I have a connection to at all. Maybe somewhere that I've been away to. If there's a Bournemouth license, I'd be all over that. But somewhere either, I've got a connection to or is good value for what it is. So we have these Flint clubs here. This Ice club could be interesting, but just depending on what the squad, when you check the rev share, like it's 100% pretty much. I'm not that fussed about that. The Spark license that I then picked up, I'll show you here. It's fighting relegation. Hopefully we can get them out. If we can't, it's not really the end of the world for me right now, because we'll make 1200 MFL probably. 1250 about that, and with that money we can just buy a couple packs. Now, where we're talking about turning a profit, I then obviously saw, you've obviously got all of the Nations Cup, and I apologise for this first video, the fact that you can't really see what I was doing. I'm going to try and do more of it on camera just so you can update it. And these videos are just going to be one cut. I'm not going to bother editing them down. I'm just going to say what it is. So I decided to do the I picked 2 nations from the hidden gem section because I was looking at my money and where I felt like I don't want to have to back. I wasn't too confident on backing England or Spain or whoever, because if you look at the returns, right, if I bought 10 shares, you get £1.47. You have to make it to the final to make profit. Whereas now, again, the nations that I picked aren't actually that good. We've got the Ivory Coast, who will struggle to make it out the group, but 7.71. It was about $13 when I bought into it at the time, and I got that because I also wanted to get the pack. We'll go into who I got in that, and then the second nation that I backed, you can probably see it somewhere, was I bought 15 shares in Iraq because do I make my money back? No, I don't quite. But again, I just wanted to get to the point where I get the pack, which I did. So I bought both of the. I bought the premium pack. No, I didn't. I bought the kickoff pack and I bought the pro pack. The kickoff pack, I packed the young centre back, I believe, and I also packed a player. I saved him, which was very, very lucky. I packed this guy here, Bernard Rousseau. I loaned him out originally because I thought I'd take the MFL, but looking across the player's lifespan, he's 22. I was thinking, would I be better off getting I got $38 for him. I could use that money more. That pays almost for another club. We're getting there. So I sold him. I then opened the second pack, and I packed João Garcia. I sold him for $13 as that pays for the pack. This was the player that I was thinking about keeping, but right now I don't think I can offer him the squad level to get the progression, and therefore I didn't want to loan him out. I just decided to sell him again, and there's almost a club, probably when the deal comes on. And then we also packed a 17-year-old who I have listed for $28. If he sells, great. I'm not sure if I do want to keep him because I don't really like really young players. I think you can get better value for them selling them, so I'm unsure. I might try and just see if I can progress him because I've never obviously developed a player. I didn't really play for long enough before. So the 3 players that are kind of interested in is this guy, Muminovic, Sabal and Jacobs. That's all we've kind of got going into the first season, which isn't a lot. But I did pick up some packs to rip to see how it's all going. But first, we've got the second club, Tadela CF. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to do all of that myself. Like I said, I am obviously looking at relegation at the minute. I'm trying to see where I can see where I bought the club for. $58. Again, if I can make like $6 worth of MFL, I'm pretty happy with that because I'm not losing any rev share. I don't think. I think we're pretty much all there. We'll try and build this club out again next season if we can, but if it goes down again, it's not the end of the world. In terms of tracking the profit, right now it's just in a very blank spreadsheet. We've got the overall profit and loss here, and this is essentially where we've got our I got my share investment. I spent $25. Hopefully I get that all back. I've got the active players, which totals $14. I'm equaling 600 MFL to $2 because that's what they're going for on the market. I get that obviously newer packs are worth more, but if I can keep it on the low side, then obviously if I do return money, great, cool. So Jacobs was $7.50. Sabal, oh yeah, we did pack another player, but he's really, really bad. Felipe, he's like a 44 rated, so I'm not even going to waste the time showing you. So current investment, that's what the roster cost is in a dollar value that I could get it for. When I sell a player, I'll move them into here. So I've sold Russo. He cost $2.50 essentially, and I sold for $36. And João Garcia $7.50, sold for $12.35. That's after you take off the MFL cut. So we're at $38 profit from players sold already. That kind of pays for the shares and the active players. Obviously, we'll get the money back from the shares at the end of the World Cup as my camera freezes, which is just what you want. But if we then go to, let's get this. There we go, we're back. Let's go to finally the packs that I bought, because I just kind of want to get a feel for what $3 can actually get you, and I kind of just want to bulk out my squads a bit. I'm not 100% sure on how I'm going to lay out the squads next season. We'll come to that all later on and figure it out. But the headline figure right now is we're at a loss of $138.55, but I'm pretty happy with the start that we've had. That's going to go down obviously because I spent $3 on each of these packs, just to make it a bit more interesting to see who we get. I'm going to mute. Yeah, hopefully it's all muted so it's not going to break my ears. Now, if we get someone of value young, the question is whether we sell them on or use them. I'd like a goalkeeper. I mean, I'm going to loan in the players that I don't currently have, so this is kind of just what I'm going to try and do with the club and fill it out. So, who have we got in the first one? Definitely Dutch. Oh, Austrian, 23, good age. What rating though? That's the question. Okay, this is the question that we've got. We've got 53. Oh, he's 5'5". That might have to. We'll see. I mean, as far as players go, if we go to MFL assistant, let's have a look at my players again. I'm buying these at a bad time of the season. Like, realistically, it doesn't make sense to. Where's he gone? Here. I shouldn't be buying these players, but it kind of just makes the video a little bit more interesting. And I kind of just talk you through the thought process that I have. So if we have a look, if you can recoup your money, cool. 53 pricing. Let's have a look. $2. Okay, we can 100% make the money back on him. We've now got two centre backs that we can play next to each other in like a really bad Flint team. I'm not going to care too much about the results. I might try and just stack out as many clubs as I can, and I should probably have the other part whilst I'm talking, and just see if I can get any development to move them on later on. So now we're at maybe 4 players that we've got for the season. Again, filling them around with loans, but I'm going to prioritise game time on my players. Right, let's have a look. My internet is so bad here, it takes so long to open every single player. Okay. I can't really complain about that first guy. I mean, if you get someone younger, great. Brahim Leclerc. French, 24, it's not our age, holding midfielder. 45. That's fine. That is completely fine. Can play centre mid. Exactly. Kind of, again, just the kind of filler squad player. If these players can, I'm going to track the MFL that I earn as well. If you think you need 16 players in a club, you can probably, we'll have a look at the earnings in Flint after we open the final one. Hopefully we get someone young. I mean, the younger the better. They average about 23ish, don't they? He looks young, but 21 striker. Please be a good rating. It'll be 50ish. 52. Again, perfect. Literally the type of player that I can give him time. Cam, right wing. Yeah. Literally just all I needed. A couple players to fill out, so I've got 2 strikers, centre mids, centre backs. He might be worth a little bit. I don't think Leclerc will be worth anything, but Mark held. And now, obviously, I paid a little bit more for these players, which isn't the best idea in the world. I could have obviously sold them. Let's have a look at but it just gives me now some more of my own players that hopefully I can begin to develop. What's his estimated price? $3. Okay. Yeah, that's all. That's completely fine. 21 came out the pack this season, because if I can get into, he's close to being like a limited level player, so I can't really complain about that. The only thing is now I've just got 4 players that don't have a club. We've obviously got Jacobs now, who can play held, Sabo, plenty of centre backs, struggling for left backs a little bit, but I'll just loan him in. But if we go to a actual Flint club, and can we see any? Explore leagues. 9,575. Let's have a look at League 40. Because I'm just intrigued to see the quality of and how much you earn. So you earn, as long as you don't finish in the bottom 10, you earn 600 MFL a season. Now, I don't know. Let's take a look at how good this guy. 63. There are okay-ish players. This guy's 55 rated. 64. Quite a bit of variation of rating. That guy's way too good to be in there. But I want to aim, if we can finish around 5th. Let's have a look at the guy in 5th. For a better team, if I can aim to 5th. He's got all limiteds in 5th. That's pretty reasonable. Now, earning the amount of MFL for them players is going to be difficult depending on progression, but I'm kind of excited to see what I can do. And I'm just going to track it over these videos, step by step, club by club, just try and work out at what point we can get to, and if it's just better to loan players, if it's better to own them myself and develop them. But again, that will all come with time. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you've got any thoughts, any questions, and hopefully these videos will also get better as they go along. But yeah, have a good one.